Good afternoon and welcome to WDCB's Blues Piano Showcase, broadcast live from PianoForte Studios in Chicago. I'm Leslie Karras, and our celebration of Blues Fest Week continues today as we spend an hour with pianist Lee Kanehira, accompanied by bassist John Lawler. We'll get to the music in just a minute. First, I'd like to mention that we are broadcasting from the studios at PianoForte Chicago, which is dedicated to helping people love the piano. More information is available at pianofortechicago.com. Originally from South Japan, Lee Kanehira grew up studying classical piano. For fun, she'd listen to J-pop or classic rock. But all that changed after hearing the blues, as played by the likes of Memphis Slim and Sunnyland Slim. She taught herself blues piano, and in 2008 she came to Chicago for the first time to attend the Blues Festival. A year later, she was back in Chicago, and this time playing in jam sessions and eventually with the Cashbox Kings. She's since recorded several albums with that band, as well as 3 under her own name. On Sunday, she'll be performing in the Women in Blues tribute at the Chicago Blues Festival. It is a treat to hear her play solo piano. So, without further ado, let's put our hands together for Lee Kanehira, live from PianoForte on WDCB. We are enjoying a performance by Lee Kanehira at PianoForte Chicago. I'm Leslie Karras, and you're listening to a live blues piano showcase here on 90.9 FM WDCB as we gear up for the Chicago Blues Festival, which begins tonight at Ramova Theater in Bridgeport and continues through the weekend at Millennium Park. We'll return to the music in just a minute, but first, Lee, that left hand.
Oh, the left hand.
Wow.
Thank you.
So tell us about what we just heard.
Started playing.
Yeah, you started with Lee's Boogie, and I think that's one that you wrote.
Yes. I recorded that song on my second album.
And which is called?
Lee's Boogie.
Yes.
So that's why.
All right, and you've got 3 albums altogether. You came out with one, I think it was in 2024, right? The Chicago Blues Piano Trio.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I think that, yeah.
And I think we have a member of the trio on the stage right now.
Yeah, John Lawler
the
on
bassist.
bass, and he's
All right.
He's on that album. Yes.
Now, tell us about the tune we heard after that, the State Street Jive.
That's by Cow Davenport.
And we know him from the Cow Blues.
Yeah, Cow Blues.
Yeah.
That's I think the most famous song, and I think the people considered him as like a boogie woogie, father of the boogie woogie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So people like Cow Davenport and Memphis Slim and Sunnyland Slim, all of these pianists that we revere, I'd love to know there in Japan when you were studying classical music, how you made the leap to people like that, to blues piano, which is so different from the classical music.
It is different.
Although your technique as a classical pianist obviously serves you very well.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
So I went to music college, and actually it wasn't great. Well, I wasn't great because,
It was classical music, right?
It was classical music because I had a really strict professor.
Uh-huh.
And she always told me, like, how your sounds like it's so dirty. And I don't know why. And that's a long story. But anyway, after I graduated college, somehow, and then I kind of lost my passion for playing piano.
What a
which
shame.
is so sad, right?
Yeah.
But I met the guy who sings blues and also to play a little bit blues guitar, and he runs a local music club in the same town where I went to college.
Uh-huh.
And he said, "Oh, Lee, you play piano, and there's a blues piano, and maybe you should check it out." And then he lent me a couple of CDs. And that was the Memphis Slim and Sunnyland Slim. So, and I listened.
And what did you hear that attracted you? What grabbed you from that music, would you say?
What
so you're hearing Memphis Slim
and Sunnyland Slim.
Yeah. What is it about their style that you liked?
It's so hard to explain, but when I listened to them for the first time, I'm just like, I just fell in love with them. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but I thought, that's it. That's what I want to do. And then I taught myself since then, and then here I am.
Wow.
Now.
So you are now going to be playing with John Lawler here at PianoForte, but the two of you have been playing together for a while in the Cashbox Kings, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So are you going to be playing music and you've also recorded together on Lee's album, Chicago Blues Piano Trio. So the set you've got coming up, do you have any music that appears on the CD that you recorded?
I believe we're going to start with one that's on the CD, the Midnight Boogie.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Well, I think next few songs,
Okay.
From our latest
How about some more
album.
music? Yeah, all right. Lee Kanehira and John Lawler at PianoForte Studios in Chicago, right here on WDCB.
Okay. 1, 2, 1. shake it to the west. See who can shake it this jelly the best. To the midnight boogie, yes, yes. To the midnight boogie, yes, yes. The midnight boogie, boogie with the mellow swing. We're shaking over here, we're shaking over there. Oh, anywhere we're shaking, we sure don't care. To the midnight boogie, yes, yes. To the midnight boogie, yes, yes. The midnight boogie, boogie with the mellow swing. Grab your baby and fall in line. Shaking your jelly like I'm shaking mine. To the midnight boogie, yes, yes. To the midnight boogie, yes, yes. The midnight boogie, boogie with the mellow swing. I know a lady by the name of Sue. She shook it so much she had to jive on through. To the midnight boogie, yes, yes. To the midnight boogie, yes, yes. The midnight boogie, boogie with the mellow swing. It's a midnight boogie, yes, yes. It's a midnight boogie, yes, yes. It's a midnight boogie, boogie with the mellow swing. John Lola on bass, yay. You ready? The next song is also from our latest album. What make you do me like you do? How come you do me like you do? How come you try to make me feel so blue? And that I think to you. Sit in my corner, quiet as the lamb. I thought I didn't hear you when the back door slammed. What make you do me like you do? How come you do me like you do? What make you do me like you do? What make you do me like you do? How come you try to make me feel so blue? And done nothing to you. 1950, you know that What make you do me like you do, do, do? How come you do me like you do? Hey. John Lawler. What make you do me like you do, do, do? Oh, honey, how come you do me like you do? How come you try to make me feel so blue? I ain't done a thing to you. Say you love me, baby. Say you love me all your life. But I caught you round a corner, getting the same light twice. What make you do me like you do, do, do? How come you do me like you do? How come you try to make me feel so blue? I ain't done a thing in this world for you. Love you, baby, and I tell the whole world that I do. I hope someday, baby, you come to love me too. What make you do me like you do, do, do? How come you do me like you do? Thank you. Can I do one more? Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm so glad to have John Lawler today with me.
It's a pleasure to be here, Lee.
Thank you for being with me. So I would like to feature him, and that's also that song's from our album. That's called the Boogie for Willie. Willie means Willie Dixon. He's the legendary blues bass player, right? So we dedicated him.
This one's for Willie.
Yes. Okay. Let's try.
Kanehira at the piano, John Lawler on the bass. One more
yay.
time. You are listening to a live broadcast here, a spotlight on blues piano and blues bass here at PianoForte Studios on Michigan Avenue in Chicago. Broadcast here on 90.9 FM WDCB. And that was an outstanding set
that
of
was so
music.
much
I was going to
fun.
say, do you need a break?
I'm having so much fun. Oh, I'm so glad because I was so nervous.
There's some
but-
water over here.
Oh, yes.
Well, we should let people know where you're going to be playing in the next few days in case they'd like to see you live and aren't able to attend in person today.
Right.
So I think tonight you got a gig at Reggie's.
At Regis, yeah.
And
There's
that's...
like a harmonica bash, like a harmonica player.
right, blowout, right,
Blowout.
exactly.
Yeah.
That should be a lot of fun if they can keep
Yeah.
up with you.
That's it tonight.
Uh-huh.
And the Saturday, so Joan and I are playing for the Oscar Wilson Blues Band.
A special set with him at the Roses tent.
Yeah, Rosa's Tent, a.k.a. the Cashbox Kings.
Yeah. Oscar Wilson featuring the Cashbox.
Featuring the
Right.
Cashbox Kings.
And
That's-
he's the vocalist in the group.
Yes, he's the leader, one of the leader vocals.
Yes,
And-
lead vocalist.
That's
Yes,
right, and
yeah.
that's actually, you mentioned the Rose's Lounge stage. That's on the South Promenade, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's right underneath the Bean, if I'm...
Okay.
Yeah, like right
Okay.
next to the Bean or thereabouts.
Yeah, so that should be a lot of fun.
6:30.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And Sunday, as I mentioned before, that there's Women in Blues tribute to Mama
That's cool.
Yancey and Big Mama Thornton on a big stage.
Let's hear for Women of the Blues.
Oh,
right?
yeah! Yay! Get up for the hands! That's at 3:45 p.m. and we have a lot of the great female singers.
That's right, at the Catherine Davis.
Yeah, Catherine Davis. Yeah, that's
Deetra Farr.
Yeah, Deetra and Lynn Jordan, Nora Jean, and Mary Lane and Melody Angel and
Yeah, that's going to be gonna be a great
so
show.
a lot of the great singers. And I'm going to be a accompanist for Catherine Davis, and so she's going to sing a couple of the Mama Yancey songs.
Excellent.
So I'll back her up.
That's going to be a great fun, and that's at
3:45 p.m.
at
yeah.
Pritzker Pavilion on Sunday.
Yes. And
Great.
then that night,
Uh-huh.
I'm going back to the Regis again.
All
because
right.
It's the end of Blues Fest Pro Jam session.
Uh-huh.
So
And actually, if memory serves, I think Jimmy Burns is going to be part of that.
yeah,
And
that's
he was
Jimmy
just on the
Burns.
radio on Monday night with Soul Message Band, actually, at
cool.
Delmark. So, busy guy this week. Well, all the blues musicians are busy this week.
Good.
Yeah,
That's
it is
good things,
definitely.
right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to hear about how the two of you came to play together, specifically through the Cashbox Kings. Can you tell that story?
Sure. Lee, do you mind if I...
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Kenny Smith, a popular Chicago blues drummer, is a good friend of ours, and I think we both.
Yes.
Kenny, he's like a staff sergeant in the blues community, and he's always checking in on his corporals and his lieutenants. And
Did he learn from his father that way?
yeah,
oh yeah.
Willie
Uh-huh.
Smith.
And I really appreciate him because he's kind of like, to me, he's like one of the ambassadors of the Chicago blues community. And the reason I say that is because every now and then you'll play a gig with him, and I was playing at Shaw's Crab House, and he goes, I like the way you play. I think I might have a gig for you. And and 2 weeks later, I was playing the opening, the record release party at Buddy Guy's with the Cashbox Kings, which was terrifying, but also very rewarding. And I think Lee had a similar experience. She was on a gig with Kenny Smith, and Kenny probably approached her in the same way, like,
Yeah.
I have a good gig for you. And that's just kind of the good guy that Kenny is, and like I said, the ambassador in the community. So he was dead to rights. I mean, when I got into the band, Lee was still, kind of in there part-time. She would spend her winters in Japan, and then she would come here Blues Fest and then stay here until October, and we just hit it off immediately because, like she said, she was really into Memphis Slim and Sunnyland, and I still am obsessed with Willie Dixon. He's one of my heroes.
I would never know.
And so
You got got that down.
we had played together a little bit, but I remember one tour specifically, probably in like 2018 or 2019, when we toured for the Hail to the Kings record, that Lee and I got to play a couple of instrumentals together. And, you know, I remember like after one set, she came up to me, you know, I'm much taller than her, and she's looking up at me and she's like, You're my Willie Dixon.
Oh, did I do that?
And I looked at her and I said,
Wow.
You're my Memphis Slim. And so we just kind of, we hit it off.
That's
and,
true, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true. Yeah. So yeah, that's how it all came
Yes.
about.
Wow,
How
that's
we
a great
started
story.
playing together.
Yeah.
And then you've gone on to record together as well.
Yeah, Lee. I'm fortunate that Lee keeps calling me.
Of course.
And we were in Joyride in 2024. We did a record there for the trio, and I was really proud. I'm
The
very proud
Joyride
of that
Recording
record.
Studios?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
very proud of that record. Most of it was recorded live, and you know, Lee, she's a very serious musician, and that's why I love playing with her. You know, if you come up to Lee and you go, "How does that song go again?" Lee, she'll just look at you. What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
So I really appreciate that about her, and you know, like I said, it's a joy and a pleasure to get the call every time.
Well, you know, it's interesting as you mentioned that. I'm not seeing any sheet music. I'm not seeing any.
No, there's no.
Nothing.
music.
It's
It's the
all
blues, yeah.
yeah. But it's all in the head. It's all in the heart.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to hear a little. I know you got lots more music planned, and I'd love to hear more if you're ready.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
So the Joan and I also really love Leroy Carr. Yeah, so he's a great blues piano player, and not also the great piano player, and also a great composer, I guess. So I'm gonna play a couple of his songs with the Joan. Okay, it's called the Midnight Hour Blues. Anyway, midnight hour, long before the break of day. Anyway, midnight hour, long before the break of day. When the blues creep upon you and carry your mind away. While I lay in my bed, I can't no go to sleep. While I lay in my bed, I can't no go to sleep. When my heart's in trouble and my mind Midnight Hour Blues. Thank you. We're gonna play one more Leroy Card song, but actually that's not original by Leroy Card, but I love the way he covered, so that's why I'm gonna play it with his version. So how about me? Okay. Love light was gleaming deep in your eyes. Sunlight for just a moment and then twilight, and I was lonely again. It's over, all over, and soon somebody else will make a fuss about you. But how about me? It's over, all over, and soon somebody else tell her friends about you. But how about me? You find somebody new, but what am I to do? I still remember you when you forgot to. Oh, maybe, oh, baby, we'll climb up on your knee, put her arms about you. But how about me? Thank you. Okay, let's do, so there are a lot of the great blues pianists in Chicago, right? So, and one of my favorite piano players is the little brother, Montgomery. So let's hit a song called the Vicksburg Blues. Okay. a Vicksburg on the hill.
Lee Kanehira at the piano, John Lawler on the bass, live at PianoForte Studios here in Chicago on 90.9 FM WDCB. And that was a tremendous version of Vicksburg Blues
Thank
that
you.
you just played, that standard from Little Brother Montgomery, and just the rolling fingers in the left hand. And I was thinking to myself, first, I was really impressed by that, but also, John, the way you navigated that, and the two of you just don't get in the way of each other when you've got somebody with a strong left hand like that. That must be a little challenging.
Yeah, I feel so lucky to have John because, I think, when it comes to blues and the boogie piano, it's all about left hand, like bass line. Like I play left hand so hard. But sometimes some bass players don't like it, which I understand, right?
Right.
So,
Well, I was going to say, when you're in the Cashbox Kings, obviously it's a different thing with the whole band. And, my observation is that it's easier for pianists in that environment to focus a little more on the upper part of the instrument because it's a little easier to hear sometimes than that lower part. But here you are, able to use all keys and then some.
yeah, even when I play with the Cashbox Kings, I play like a full bass line. And
Yep.
Nonetheless.
Nonetheless, that's my style. Oh, that's my Chicago blues piano style. And John said to me, like, yeah, you can play, as much as hard the bass as you like.
It's your gig.
Thank you.
But also it's like, that's kind of like, one of the style, like what makes, the blues, especially Chicago blues with like just the lineage of great piano players with the heavy left hands is, if you listen to a lot of those old chess records, like sometimes the piano and the guitar are playing a bass line and there's still a bass player to play a line too.
Yeah.
And so oftentimes you're kind of left in this spot where, what can I do as a bass player to contribute? And, I think I've always found one of the joys in what I do as a bass player is I really find a lot of pleasure in accompanying people and making them sound even better than they already do. So a lot of times I'm thinking about when I'm playing with Lee, almost like I'm playing bass duets or something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And what can I do on the bass that can help lift that left hand and even make you guys even hear it better than you did before. I'm trying to get out of the way almost,
But it makes sounds more rich and,
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, something else I was noticing as the two of you were playing together, and you don't always hear this, with a full blues band, but the dynamics were absolutely beautiful. And not only were you in sync, but you were free to bring it down and then to bring it back up, and that tension and release was just gorgeous.
Thank you.
So, Lee, you play with some other folks as well as John, but I know you've played with Jerry Hunt.
Yes, I play with Jerry a lot.
And
Yes.
he's multi-instrumentalist. I'm not sure there is an
One-man
instrument.
band,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly, that he doesn't play. And also someone who is in the audience today, Soji Naito,
Yes,
guitarist.
Shoji. Thanks for coming, Shoji. Yes.
And then you've got your own blues piano trio, so you've got a few different bands keeping you busy here in Chicago.
I feel so lucky.
So how long have you been in Chicago now full time?
Full time, so I've been based in Chicago for past 3 years.
All right, well, we are fortunate to have you.
She's got a Chicago driver's license, man.
We've got a little more time for music. I wonder what you'd like to play next.
Okay, so I'm gonna sing ladies blues song because since I'm gonna play the Women in Blues tribute set, and also I'm gonna play the blues for all the ladies today. 이틀째 dormir. Mama, 이틀째 dormir. He's the meanest man I ever seen. He's the meanest man I ever seen. Oh, mama, he's the meanest man I ever seen.
Lee Kanehira and John Lawler here on Pianoforte. Well, before we get to your last tune, just wanted to remind folks where they can see you. Coming up tonight, you're going to be at Reggie's.
Regis, yes.
And then Saturday night at the Chicago Blues Festival at Rose's
Rose's,
Lounge
yes.
with Oscar Wilson.
Yep.
And that's at 6:30 p.m. Saturday night. And then on Sunday, you are a double threat at the Women in Blues Festival, Women in Blues Tribute rather, on Sunday at Pritzker Pavilion. And remind me the time that starts.
3:45.
All right, and then later on that night for the Afterfest Bash at Reggie's once again.
At 9:30.
And so I'm wondering if people wanted to keep track of where you're playing, is there a good place for them to go?
Yeah, I have my blog called, you can search for Lee's Boogie, so that I update my schedule. And also you can check my Facebook or Instagram account, and I also update my upcoming shows. So.
All right, and you've got merchandise available for sale as well?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so people should contact you if they want to buy your music. All right, excellent. So what have you got to wrap up?
Okay, wrap up. I need you all help. Okay? Just clapping hands is easy. You know, like, let's practice a little bit.
Never a bad idea.
Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home. That's it. Very easy. Okay. Baby, please don't go. 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 You know I love you so. Baby, please don't go. Hey. Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home. you so much.
You've been enjoying a performance by Lee Kanehira and John Lawler here on 90.9 FM WDCB. This afternoon's broadcast was presented in partnership with PianoForte Chicago, serving Chicagoland and helping people love the piano for more than 20 years. Information at pianofortechicago.com. Thanks to Thomas Zoles, Rachel Fraser, and the entire crew at PianoForte for their help with this broadcast. Thanks also to Scott Childers, Dan Bindert, and Paula Bella for production assistance. And thanks again, of course, to Lee Kanehira and John Lawler for performing for us this afternoon. I'm Leslie Karras. Thanks for joining us, and stay tuned as DCB Jazz continues on 90.9 FM WDCB.